Good morning. Assalamu alaikum, brothers, sisters, ladies and gents. Wanted to initially introduce who we are. I run Mediareach, who my colleague Javed is going to talk to you about. And we set up another agency, an EMEA agency, Mediareach Star. We're launching an Islamic venture early next year, so watch the box and look for the tweets. Today I want to speak to you about social media. I sat this morning and it seems you have quite a lot of complex issues and issues you need to talk about. And I think social media is the perfect thing for you. There is a lot to communicate, and I don't think a brochure and an ad is going to do that. Just to give you an idea, I think these are some of the social touch points some of you may have been interacting with. And you know, even by the time we're doing this slide, more social media networks are being launched. And it's really, this is what you need to keep your eye on. These are companies 6 years ago were not there, most of them. And now they are multi-billion dollar establishment which started either in garages or in your son's bedroom. But this is basically, it's dictating where business is going, and it communicates one way or another different aspects of the business. If I can ask basically just people who run businesses or Islamic finance, how many of you use social media to communicate with the clients? Can you raise your hands? If 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, quite minute. Five out of, I don't know, 200. And I think this is, you're going to be left behind. You know, there is a revolution out there, and I don't mean really the Arab Spring, but there is a lot is going on in here. And these are the social disruptors. And these are, if you're into financial services, this is where you need to invest as well, because you get huge returns for your capital. Why social media? Because of the growth, 3 times basically the overall internet rate. People are switching on and signing on and broadcasting every day. And you probably see your kids in their rooms or in front of the computers most of the time. YouTube, 100 million videos are watched basically every day. A lot of them, some of them are actually corporate material as well. 175 million Twitter users. Ideal as well, 85% of this is used for customer service. So, and there are certain Twitter products which you can use inside your corporate to communicate internally. 155 million tweets basically a day. So when I was sitting this morning, I tweeted about the conference. So you can actually sit, publish, write, broadcast, and that's what social media gives. You know, basically 2/3 of the population, and this figure is a bit old as well, are visiting social media network. 600 million users. You know, Mark Zuckerberg aims to do a bit more. He spoke to one of my colleagues 2 months ago. He said, if it wasn't for the Arab Spring, you know, I go to the Chinese every time and say, let Facebook in, and they say Arab Spring, we can't do. So it's you know, these numbers are going to go up. And what makes people come in and congregate? It's because they have shared values, shared interests, shared beliefs, you know, so that all these communities in there that people go in and join and have, you know, get value. And what do? People create stuff in there, they connect with each other, they collaborate, they consume material, they share their experiences and hobbies and things with the outside world. the main goals really, it's to use social media to increase your brand awareness, build authority, learn more about your audience, improve the customer service. All of these issues can actually be tackled very cost effectively. Improve sales, monitor your brand reputation. So all of these things that you need to use. Above all, what social media does brilliantly, which most of us don't do, is they listen. So they listen to customers and they react to what their customers need. And that's the difference between innovating products and successful products and ones that fail miserably. And I'll give you some examples later on. But it's that ability to listen almost immediately to what your customer is saying. And if you can actually react, then you have a sort of a good fatal sort of response, basically. They talk to customers. It energizes your customer. If you're communicating with customers, they feel empowered. And it helps customer service and customer support as well. And it shows that you're close to your customers, and you're not looking at sales almost immediately, but you're looking at establishing a relationship and getting trust, and then the business will follow. Best practice, basically give to get, which I guess from what you said, shareholders are not patient enough. But I guess they have to live with this. And commit some resources, time, so that you're successful. You can't just do something and then ignore it or don't service it. You've got to be in touch and be transparent with your intentions. Don't lie, don't fake things, and understand, once you're out there, I mean, there are ways in online PR where you can actually manage your messages, but when the message is out there, you don't control it. It has a life of its own. And have some metrics as well, have some targets, a strategy. The worst practice is basically don't be fake. As I said, you'll be found out, you'll be discovered, and you'll be humbled. And if you don't listen again, you're going to be left behind. People here are restless and are challenging, and they want someone to be honest and transparent with them. Don't be pushy, always trying to push your messages. Don't be salesy, trying to sell very quickly, nervous, try to personalize the message as well, rather than have one generic message going to all. People don't like generic messages. And participate all the time, be in touch, communicate. This is a touchy-feely type medium. And the other risk is that you may have people in your organization who are technically unsavvy, so maybe a little bit of training will help. And define your metrics, really, what you're looking for from the media. For example, how many people you want them to fill the form. That's one metric. Influential blogs that are linked to you. Repeat visitors, unique visitors. A new customer, talking about the unique visitors, because of the Arab Spring. Al Jazeera internet website had, in the first 3 weeks in January, the entire traffic they managed the year before, in just 3 weeks. So, try to track with Google Analytics what sort of people are coming in, where they are from, and that way you can refine the message. And